I am Noriko Bullful, and this is Uncut News. Another day, another arson. Early this morning, arsonists struck the GCOM office in Wismar, Linton. According to police, the incident occurred just before 2 a.m. The female security guard on duty said she heard an explosion at the back of the building. She reached in time to witness two males running up the road, and by that time the building was already engulfed in flames. The upper flat was completely gutted. Then in Essequibo, arsonists struck the Criminal Investigation Department office at the Anna Regina police station. Police said the fire was discovered by a constable around 5 a.m. The fire service was called and managed to put out the fire. Broken bottles of suspected kerosene were found in the office of the regional detective inspector. According to the newsroom, investigators found that a louvre from the window on the northern side of the building was removed and placed on the street below. A desk, a chair, and several files were among the items in the RDI office that were completely incinerated by the flames. Also on the Essequibo coast, a third fire, this one of unknown origin, completely gutted an unoccupied GDF base around 3 this morning. The old wooden building, which is located in Maria's Lodge, does not have electricity. Nevertheless, when residents observed the fire and smoke, they formed a bucket brigade and managed to control the spread of the flames before the fire service arrived at the scene. An investigation is ongoing. And it seems like the hooliganism is on full display this week. First fires, now public infrastructure theft. You know those nice bright white streetlights that were installed last year on the East Bank? Well, the Ministry of Public Infrastructure yesterday complained that some thieving bastards stole 37 of those LED lights from various locations across the country. According to reports on the East Bank, the thieves struck the Eccles Industrial Site Road, the Linden-Soosdyke Highway, Providence Access Road, and Farm Housing Scheme. But they didn't stop there. They also stole lights on Lombard Street and Tacuba Road Large Housing Scheme in Georgetown, and the Schooner Access Road on the West Bank. The ministry estimates the losses to be in excess of $2.7 million. However, this number does not include the cost to actually source and import the lights. Come to think of it, $2.7 million will buy you a nice car. And speaking of nice cars, you've always dreamed of owning your own car, but it seems like your foot is destined to be on the tar. Change your destiny. Save up to $800,000 and head to BM South Auto Sales at Lot 9 Crow Street, Georgetown. Tell them Noriko sent you to find out about their loan option, or call them on telephone number 231-8451. BM South Auto Sales. It's your turn to drive. Continuing with infrastructure news, the ministry also clarified yesterday that the removal of several metallic poles bearing streetlights between Lagrange and Poudroin on the West Bank is to ensure the safety of line maintenance crews. In a press statement on Monday, the ministry noted that contractors are currently removing all metallic poles close to all of GPL's 13.8 kilovolt express feeders. Cause, since high voltage electricity, metal poles and heavy downpours of slightly acidic rain do not mix, obviously. The poles will be replaced with wooden ones, and the whole project is expected to take about 10 days. Hopefully, no one tries to steal the new wooden poles. Speaking of stealing, in a last-minute power play, a coalition supporter has moved to the High Court seeking to block a declaration of the results of the national vote recount just mere hours before Lowenfield was expected to turn in his elections report. Ha-ha! Tricky bastard, I knew it. Miss Senga Jones, in an application filed by attorney Mayor Robertson, has moved to the court seeking a declaration that the chairman and the commission have not complied with the constitutionally stated process as outlined in Article 177(2)b of the Constitution. Acting Chief Justice Roxanne George will hold a first hearing in the case tomorrow at 10 a.m. Oh my, with action like this, who needs Netflix? The man who was accused of fatally stabbing 23-year-old Nkosi Van Kenny over a bottle of Guinness faced a New Amsterdam magistrate's court on Monday. 27-year-old security officer Sean Rajgopal of Pope Street, New Amsterdam, was not required to plead to the indictable charge. He was placed on $300,000 bail and is expected to make his next court appearance July 27th. In the face of the global pandemic, nations around the world have been steadily releasing their inmates as a means of reducing overcrowding, as communicable diseases often spread like wildfire in prisons. Guyana's no exception. Yesterday, the director of prisons, Gladwin Samuels, said that the prison service has been releasing non-violent offenders over the past few months. Additionally, prisoners are also being released due to a reduction in their jail sentences and bail being posted. Those released due to the pandemic would have served at least 1/3 of their sentences, and they were also selected for release because of good behavior. According to Samuels, the number of released convicts is upwards of 350 in total. And with that being said, you've been saving for years to get the down payment for your car. You finally were able to buy it from BMSO, then someone steals it. Oh no, you idiot! You should have installed a GPS tracker from Triple B's Enterprise. It's not too late for some of you. Call them on telephone number 682-8326. Don't hesitate. Call them now. Moving on, one of the largest mobile retail chains in Guyana, Cellular Plus, has opened a new location in the Massy Megastore at Movietown. Like in their other retail locations, the Massy Megastore branch offers all the great services their customers expect, including sales of mobile phones, accessories, and SIM cards, as well as Digicel top-up, phone number replacement, the payment of Digicel post-paid bills, and of course, as we've been advertising here, enrollment into their Digicel wholesale top-up dealers program. And while you're there, you can take advantage of their free SIM card and data promotion. But if that's not enough to get you into the store, they are also selling smartphones for as low as $12,000 with 1 month free data bundle plan. Founded in 2007 by Richard Singh, Cellular Plus is one of the oldest official Digicel retailers in Guyana, with locations at City Mall, Regent Multiplex Mall, America Street Mobile, Starbrook Square, Massy Providence, and of course, Turkine. Now for our weird news story of the day. Burger King is reducing its environmental impact by reducing cow farts. Yes, you heard right, cow farts. Methane, a primary component of cow flatulence, actually contributes significantly to global warming. In fact, some experts believe that if the whole world were to stop eating meat, it would have a greater positive impact on the environment than if every car in the world were taken off of the roads. Amazing. Burger King worked with scientists in Mexico and the US to tweak their cows' daily diet. Preliminary tests indicate that the lemongrass leaves help the cows release 33% less methane as they digest their food. The reduced methane emissions burger, Whopper, is currently on sale in select restaurants across the US. Moving on to our Uncut News viewers poll. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. So, you give your responses in the comments, and we'll give the best ones in the following episode. Yesterday's question was, what is the first issue the next administration should address? And Anthony Gibbons said, they should begin with the COVID-19 situation. It is clear that we need a more organized and effective lockdown, 2.5 weeks at most. However, to make this possible, they must strategically release funds to assist citizens, frontline workers, and businesses. Hein Hemraj says, I think the sea defense and the poor people should be given first preference. KS said, the biggest thing any government of Guyana should do is improve the ease of doing business and enforcing contracts. With this, entrepreneurs in Guyana would be encouraged to increase economic activity and improve job creation. It's a grassroots approach that would show people that they can cause the change they want without government. Also cut back on import tax. Guyanese spend way too much of their earnings on essential items because the import tax on them is so high. Everything has a 100% markup compared to global cost of goods. Don't even consider cars and machinery. And Sav Staples says the first problem that the government should tackle is the education system. If they provide more resources to the schools, it would be really helpful. There are some students willing to learn, but are not able to afford the resources. Great responses, people. Keep them coming. But I noticed that nobody said anything about the oil money. We have already earned about $100 million, and that should triple by year's end. So tonight's question is, how should the government spend the oil money? Think about that question and tell us in the comments below. If your response is good, we just might feature it in Wednesday's episode. That's all the time we have for tonight, folks. Come back tomorrow. Until then, I am Noriko Bullford saying good night, folks. Hey Uncut News viewers, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on this button over here, or click over there for more news. You can also drop a comment to let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. Goodbye for now.